There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It is really great to be back on. And, I'm just going to start, if you all would be kind enough to, quite honestly, share this video for me. This gives everyone an opportunity to take part in this. And as I always say, this isn't about people's energy, it's about their intention. So even if people who join in don't necessarily want a loved one to be, brought up or anything, getting everyone's intention, their good intention, is always going to be very big for what we want to do. So thank you very much for considering doing that for me. I greatly appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to everyone on Paranormal Warehouse, everybody on Paranormal United Network who has welcomed me with open arms. Thank you all very much. Also, everyone in the Afterlife Network, thank you all. Let me know where you're listening or watching from. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching from one of the networks, if you're watching from my Minnesota GhostBox page, if you're watching from my Parafriends event page, or even my profile page, I just kind of put myself all over the place. I'm also on the Minnesota GhostBox YouTube page. I am also on the Minnesota GhostBox Twitter account too. So if you have if you're checking out those areas and you haven't said hi before, please do so, because I'd love to know that you are all there. And it's a privilege for me to be able to talk to you all tonight. I cannot state that enough. So thank you all very, very much for everything. I really appreciate it. Where do we begin here? First of all, let's get through some housekeeping real fast. I always like to remind folks that every Sunday I do a radio show on AM 950, which means, of course, that it can also be heard all around the world throughout the internet. You know how that works. My next show is a week from today. It is on Sunday the 31st, and Madame Pamida has this new book. Well, it's been out now since November, but it's called The Book of Candle Magic. And I'm going to be talking with her next week on my show. And I would really love it if any of you check it out or have a chance to listen to, go to iTunes and check out GhostBox Radio, all that stuff. I mean, it's always nice to be able to share these with people. And if you do listen to it, please give it a rating and please give it a review. Those only help me as long as they're good reviews. So I would appreciate that also. One other thing that I find actually really exciting, we talk every week about Anne and her one-question readings on Tuesday and Thursday, but it's going to be switched up this week. And it's going to be really interesting because on Tuesday, she's going to be giving her normal one-question readings, which really give people a lot of insight, a lot of hope, a lot of, just reason to, have kind of be at ease. I see it so many times. People are asking her just to pull a card just because they need to feel better about something. And she's always that calming voice. But for this Thursday, she's going to be trying something new, and it's called One-on-One with Anne. And what that is that you're going, and tune in Tuesday, she'll be able to explain it much better. But these one-question readings she does, she has to kind of get through them pretty quickly because it's going to be like really rapid. But on Thursday, there is a fee if you want to be a part of it, but you're going to be on screen with her, and you're going to be on screen with her for up to 15 minutes. That way you could talk back and forth with her and get a very, not a full in-depth reading, because I think she normally does those for about half an hour, but this is pretty darn good. And you're going to be able to have a conversation with her so that you can ask follow-up questions to her readings and whatnot. And, I have sat next to her many a times at vendor booths and stuff and seen how she operates. And there is nothing better. And I'll tell you, Spirit just has decided to agree with me because that has now gone off. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, Spirit. Can you turn off the flashlight for me, please? I think Spirit's just like, let's get going here. But so Ane is going to talk more about it Tuesday, but Thursday is a new thing called One-on-One with Ane. And you, even if you don't partake in it, I think you're going to really enjoy watching it, because it's going to be that wonderful, very intimate sort of atmosphere. And she will explain more about it for that. So just wanting to say, and one question real fast, will Anaya be asking us to pay for 15 minutes every Thursday? It won't be every Thursday, but when she does these one-on-one pieces, she would, that is a pay for the 15 minutes, because it's an extended period. It is a reading. And on Tuesday, during her one question readings, which is a different thing, she'll be explaining how that works. And it's going to be pretty awesome. I think everyone's going to really love it. Other than that, anything else that I'm forgetting about? So as you can see, I have the table set up. Flashlight was going off for a little while, and then it stopped, and now it's back on again. And I'm not 100% sure, what it is, because one of the things that I really wish I could see happen is, as you can see, we have a REM pod, we have the Ovilus, we have the K2, and we're only getting the flashlight going off. And, as an investigator, I want to see more. And we have not seen the REM pod go off for a while. Now I'm gonna test it, and it's gonna be my hand, you see. So don't think I'm trying to pull one over on you all. Okay, so that works. So Spirit, please, if you want to communicate with us, you can also communicate through us through these other devices. Please feel free to that antenna I just touched. Please do so. Please touch it yourself. You can make the bells move if you so desire. However you want to talk to us, but we are going to communicate with you tonight through a device that is called Spirit Box. And this is the device. Please use my body as a conduit, and please use this box as your speaker to talk with us. And through that, we will be able to hear you. I am asking anyone who is watching, their relatives who are watching tonight, please talk to us. Please communicate with us. We want to hear your voice. There's people here who want to hear your voice. Please do so, because I'm sure you will understand how much comfort that you give to your loved ones by coming through. Please consider doing that for us. Also, with the Spirit Box, if we want to, we can do some work with the pendulum tonight also. Some questions, in my opinion, work better with a pendulum than through a Spirit Box, especially if there's like yes or no questions. I also feel like when people come to me and say, well, I feel like my dad is around me, is that true? First of all, my answer is like, if your dad's around you. It's not a matter of if he's around you. How is he around you? How often is he around you? He is around you. They never leave you. And just because you don't feel it that second doesn't mean that they're not there. But also, I feel like the pendulum is a great way of getting an immediate answer instead of waiting for something to come through the Spirit Box. Remember, we don't know what it takes for a spirit to talk to a Spirit Box. It's not picking up a phone and calling. It's not just like, easy. There's a lot of energy. We believe there's a lot of energy that is exerted for spirit to talk to us through any devices. And I also believe that is the case even, through mediumship. We don't know what it takes. At least I don't know what it takes. So I firmly believe when we're not getting the answers that we want, it's not because spirit doesn't care for us. It's not because we are not worthy or whatever else. It's because we don't know what's happening for them not to get through. There's a reason there's a veil. Some days it's thinner than the others, if that makes sense. Okay. Went off on a famous tangent there. Let's see here. What else do we got going on here? As we're going to do tonight, we are going to be trying to speak with spirit. We're going to be trying to reach out to your loved ones the best that I can. I do not guarantee a response. And as I just kind of said, if we don't get their response, I see sometimes people kind of go, they kind of get like, well, they didn't want to talk to me. If they don't love me or anything. Please know that is more than likely not the case. It's, unless there is something going on in, your relationship with them that I do not know about, which is totally understandable, and you do not have to let me know about that. But the thing is like, there's all sorts of reasons, like I just said, that they maybe not communicate. Please don't take it personally. Also, please don't think I don't know what I'm doing. It's just we're not always able to connect the way that we would want to. And I think most people on here understand that. So, we'll do our best to communicate. No guarantees of the response. Also, keep in mind, I firmly believe that it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for the communication to really start going through the box. That, I think other people might just pick it up and you can start getting stuff right away. This is how it works for me. I feel like that, as an extension of my hand, things work different for different people. So you never know. But, I also feel like my hand is tingling tonight, which is something that I have come to learn is generally more of a healing touch than anything. So we'll see what happens. So what I am going to do is, hello. We were just talking about you. What we're going to do is do a protection. And you don't have to take part in this if you don't want to. But I do recommend it. The one thing that we kind of leave ourselves to is that we open ourselves up for attachments. Attachments are a real thing. Attachments are something from spirits. They don't have to be malevolent spirits, but they're spirits who like your energy, like my energy, and they just kind of get in there and just kind of glom on to everything. So just know that attachments are a real thing. We do protection to protect ourselves, to protect our family, to make sure that there isn't anything happening that we can't do it. And then when we're done, we close the circle. We close this. So why don't we do this? I'm gonna do some protection here. My Florida water. And as we do protection, it's a little bit of, focus, a little bit of meditation. As a reminder that that this starts from your heart. Protection, the way I believe it starts from the heart, and it's fueled by your belief systems, fueled by your loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and that protection starts from your heart. And it grows outward, and it just moves, and it will eventually cover you. And it's going to be a good feeling. You're going to feel a little bit of tingling. You're going to feel a little bit of relief. It's going to feel good. It's a good thing that this is happening. You are getting, you're getting the benefits of spirit. You're getting the benefits of your own good nature, and you are, you are being covered. And then what I'm going to ask you to do when you have that feeling, what I always ask people to do, because there's probably more people in your house than just you, or you have pets or anything else, and that you just ask this protection to move to every side, every wall of the house, the floor, the ceiling, upstairs, downstairs, wherever you want to be protected, just move it out and make sure that you are you're covered. And that way, doing that means that you should be safe from attachments. Now, if you start feeling anything during this, and I know that some people do, all I ask is that you don't let your imagination run away with you. I'm not saying that you don't, what you're feeling isn't really happening, but it may not be exactly how you're feeling it. What that means is, I think a lot of people, their first instinct is to go, well, something doesn't feel right. It's dark. more than likely it's not dark. We are only wanting spirits of love and light to talk with us. So, if something's dark coming in, I'm gonna push it back on you and ask you, who are you trying to bring in? Because there should be nothing dark coming in. There should be nothing. I'm putting it out there right now. We are only talking with spirits of love and light. And if it means that we get nothing coming through the box because there's only dark spirits around here, so be it. We're not here as a conduit for darkness. We are here for a conduit of love and light, and in the spirit of reaching relatives. So that is my soapbox for the night. Soapbox from GhostBox. And we're going to do it. Now, some people are asking, and David, you're absolutely right. That's why I'm saying that. Have good intentions. Have good intentions when we're doing this. Why does it look like that I am like in a chair that is like 5 feet down? I normally frame myself a little bit better. So let's do this. A couple questions had come through, and I can just go through this real fast. First of all, some people are asking, is the light turned off yet? It hasn't. And, immediately the first thing that I think of is is the flashlight need to be reset? So I have it set like hair triggered, and that's kind of the way you want it. So what I'm going to do, you're going to hear a noise. Okay. Now it might turn right back on again. Okay, see? Can you stay off for a while, please? Is that you saying yes, it'll stay off? Can you turn off, please? Can you turn off the light for me, please? It might be set a little too nicely. We're going to leave it though we're going to leave it for a moment. So no, for those who are asking, did the light go off yet? As Christy did, as you can see, no, it has not. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? A lot of people saying hi. Thank you very much. How do you know if a spirit is stuck from crossing over? Can gatherings regarding the person affect that? In my opinion, I don't think people get stuck crossing over. I think people get stuck on being crossed over. And what I mean by that is that you're in control. If you pass and you decide that for one reason or another that you're not ready to cross over, you're afraid to cross over, or that you are, just unable to, that really comes down from that. And why we do the crossover at the end of each one of these is simply to help those people who are having difficulty with crossing over. And like I said, there's a whole slew of reasons why that could be. And that's their hang up, but what we could do is offer to help. So when I say that, then it's, in my opinion, people are not stuck. They just have reasons why they don't cross over. And a personal theory of mine is that people don't cross over because of their religious beliefs. And this is not meant to be a take on whether religion is right or wrong, but I do believe, depending on how devout you are in your religious beliefs, is what might hang you up from crossing over. If you stole some gum when you're 15 years old and that has stuck with you, that guilt might be your reason for not crossing over, because you're kind of afraid of the consequence. You're afraid of what's going to happen to me. And that's what I try to tell people when we try to cross them over. I always say to them, it doesn't matter what you did in your life. You should be able to cross over. There's no reason why you can't do that. There will be a loved one there waiting. So that's where that's at. That's, Janelle, that's just my opinion on it. I know that other people have other opinions on it. So that's kind of where I'm at there. As Hetty says, unfinished business is another fantastic example of why people don't cross over. They might want to make sure that their kids are okay. Some, like maybe their house meant everything to them, and they want to, even in afterlife, they want to protect it. They don't want to change. They don't want anything happen to it. They don't want, a reason to, like, something happen, like a redecoration or something that much into it. A investigation that Anne and I did, along with John and Ryan from Things That Go Bump. The house that they were at, one of the people there, that one of the spirits there that was not attacking, but bullying one of the residents there. It really came down to the fact that they didn't want to leave that residence for whatever reason, and it's really interesting. So yeah, I'm just reading some comments. Amanda, I've been having dreams of someone I knew that passed from suicide and keeps telling me that he can't move on because some people where I live are keeping him here. How do I help him? It's always about attention. It's always about, that they have to want to move on, but it's also, we can help them move on also. We can open that light. That's what I'm doing at the end of each one of these. When we do it, get that intention out there for him that let's do this. You can cross now. We got this for you. I don't think there should be any reason anyone keeps anyone from doing so. I mean, that's one of those things that I hear about, but I can't believe that happens. I think you are not you, but that person is allowing themselves not to cross because they are believing. It all comes down to faith, one way or the other, of what happens in these situations. Faith, we always assume faith is good. Faith means really good. But I think faith can backfire on people too, in terms of it handicaps them from being able to really move freely in the afterlife. So, all right. For those of you who are wondering, are we going to do Spirit Box tonight? Why don't we do so? Thank you all for allowing me to speak so much about stuff, and thank you all for the questions. Really appreciate it. Let's do some Spirit Box work. That's odd. Hello there. My name is Greg. Hello. We're here to talk to you tonight. We want to hear from you. We want to hear, especially if you have a relative listening tonight, they want to hear from you. Are you able to turn that flashlight off for us, please? Exactly. I got a voice when I first turned this on. What is your name? Can I get some names, please, of who's here with me? Okay. All right. Hold on here. Did you all hear that? Did you just say I heard that? Okay. Here's what I heard, folks. Let me know if you got this, okay? I'm trying to find the comment here. And of course, I won't be able to. Jolene, I heard your name. Did you hear your name? Jana, is that you? Did anybody else hear Jolene's name? I thought I heard Jolene's name. And I thought I heard Jana also. Was that you, Jana? Can you confirm, please? Said something about light. You hear that? Now, I also see that some people heard Ellie, Ella, Dion. Another one for Ellie. Summer thought it was Elaine. I thought it was Jolene. We're getting a lot of responses, though. You hearing this, folks? If you wanted to talk to Jolene, could you make one of those devices over here go off for me, please? It might help us understand better, and it doesn't take energy for you to do so. Now, if it was Ellie, Ellie, is that you? Okay. Now, just so you all know, I am not definitively saying who it is because I don't know that for certain. I'm going off of what I thought I heard. And it feels to me, when I said Jolene, that we were getting more responses. And I thought I heard Jana's name. Did someone say me too? Who just talked? There was a voice that I heard. I don't know where it came from. It didn't sound like it came from the spirit box. Did any of you hear that? It actually felt like it came over here. That's why I checked my obelisk, and it's the same as it was. I have 3 words on the obelisk right now: river, age, and bracelet. River was up there for a while. And I'm also looking on my own personal page where I stream to, because I find that I, for some reason, cannot get your comments up on the StreamYard. So I apologize. So I'm going to look through here and just say hi to a couple people. Chuck, very good to see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Laura. Matthew, it's good to see you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? Rob says Doctor Who is excellent. I couldn't agree more. And you heard John. Okay. And you heard Rob, you heard Robert, which, I mean, that's your name. And I also always hear Robert when I at least once every session. I'm just listening, folks. All right. Let's go a different route now, folks. Let's get to some other people. Denise, can you tell me what your mom's name is, please? That will help me to be able to communicate. I don't see it in the comments. I'm just looking through comments again. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. And you say that you can hear, you feel her anyway, which is good. And you thought that her name came through earlier. We did try to grab her. Ellie, are you here? It's getting hot in here. Ellie, can you come through to us, please? Denise would really, really like to hear from you. And I would too. Ellie, you're always welcome to talk to us. But if I'm gonna try to reach out to someone else. I thought I heard okay. I don't know if anyone else had heard that. But there's other ways you can reach out to us if you're ready to talk to us and you want to get our attention. And also you can, your daughter feels you. If you want to make your presence known there, I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Don't scare her, but all right, let's listen here for a second. How many spirits are around me right now? Could you tell me that, please? Can you give me a number? Yeah, heard 4 and then 1. I'll tell you, remember 5. So there's 5 spirits here with me. Remember how much activity we had when I first turned it on, and it's really dipped down quite a bit. Where do you all go? Jana, are you still here? Also, not to it's kind of odd to place us here right now, but please check out the Paranormal United store. I have it up there. They're really good to us, and I want to make sure that they have a chance to be supported. So please check out their wonderful store. So, okay. This is the fun part, and none of us are wrong or necessarily right. It's interesting, Lori. You said, because I said 4 and 1, and you're like, well, maybe 41. That's a really good thought. Maybe that's what it is. Me too. Spirit box said me too. I thought I heard 5. I thought I heard 4, 1, then 5. You heard 11. And I thought I heard yes also. And now I'm hearing little voices, not in my head. What else do we have here? Do you ever ask what that is? Does it feel familiar at all or unfamiliar? Have you moved lately? Is this a new place? How long ago did it start? Feel free to reach out to me afterwards if you want. Whatever is touching Ricky, are you here right now? It's a spirit that is in Ricky's house. Okay. Can you tell me your name, please? Something, we're done. The name came through. A name came through, very quiet. You can always tell when it's not radio. You can always tell. This is why I use the SB7 when we do the lives, because to me, it floats above the white noise. Whereas if it's radio, it's going to be within the white noise. If that made any sense. I can imagine that you probably get a lot of activity. Goodbye. Do you hear that? Goodbye. Oh, same voice. Is this a child? Is this a little girl? What's your name? What's that? I thought I just heard my name come across, but that doesn't matter right now. Let's see here. Lori, my cat's been missing for 9 months now. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine. He's been coming in my dreams. I notice that when that happens, he comes in my dreams. I notice that when that happens, he comes in my dreams. I just wish I knew for reals. A couple things you can do, okay? We can try. What is your cat's name? Can you tell me your cat's name, please? I would also recommend you reaching out to a medium named Rob Gutrow, who specializes in spirit communication with animals after they pass. And I'm not saying your cat passed, but my point is that maybe he can shed light on, because I think that's what you're wanting to know, is what's going on. And I'm hoping that he cannot communicate with your cat, because then that would mean that your cat's still around. And I just saw a news report that a cat that was supposedly killed in a mudslide 3 years ago in California. I think it was California, maybe it was Oregon or something. Just showed up at its owner's house. So you never know with cats. You just say desperate?
Crow.
Is Lori's cat here? Are you hopefully you're not. But if you are, could you come through for your owner, please? She loves you and misses you. We want to hear from you. Can you meow? Can you say your name? Can you have something go off over at the board?
That.
I'm just looking at comments. You're probably all like, what the hell are you doing over there? All right. Hi. What's your name? There was a deep voice. Did I hear Lou? Did I hear the name Lou come through? Is this Lou as in my grandfather Lou? If that's you, can you let your presence be known to me, please? Can you make a device go off or say your name through here one more time? I'm just going once again looking at comments coming through. You named your cat Lucifer. And some of you are, okay, so I am hearing Lou. Lou, who are you here for? Can you let us know, please? Can you give us a name? Or Lou, that could be too. Then on A, you heard Gordon. Let's see here. Summer heard Gordon. Gordon, we thought we heard your name. Are you here? No, I thought that was Gordon again. You know, the thing is, it's not perfect, but it's 2 syllables. Gordon, we thought we were hearing your name. Gordon, can you confirm that that's you? Yeah? Okay. Gordon, you have a message for us? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to. I will get back to you on that, Ricky. I just want to say good night, Isabel. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Gordon, if you're here, is there a message that you want to give to anybody here? All right. Let's try something else. Let's change the sleep rate. All right. Spirits, is it easier for you to communicate with me this way? Welcome. Thank you for joining in. All right. Can I get names of anybody who is here with us?
Yeah.
Did I hear Jim? I thought I heard a Jim.
So,
I totally think that's the reason why, Kelly. Matter of fact, it's bugging me too. Why don't we see if we can fix it? This isn't spirit, just so you all know. Spirit, I'm going to need you to talk more. All right. Can you please shut that light off for me? I just finally got it off. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you want to talk to us with the light, can you turn the light back on for us, please? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you are somebody who is related to somebody watching us tonight, can you turn the light back on, please? Are you related to me? If you're related to me, can you turn the light back off? Thank you. So you're related to me. Are you one of my parents? Okay. If you're my dad, can you turn off again, please? Okay, you're my dad. All right. You're giving me chills. Is my mom here also? If you're here, Mom, can you turn that flashlight off for me? If it's still just my dad, Dad, can you turn that flashlight off for me again, please? Thank you. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. Now, how did I know it was them? I felt it. I felt them. Or I felt him. Is there something you want to tell me? Yes, yes. Are you here to wish me a happy birthday? No. All right. What do you really want? Did you hear that? I'm a little embarrassed, folks. This is focused on me. I don't normally do this. Dad, are you still there? Can you turn that back on for me, please? I thought, okay, I heard you. I thought one of the bells were slightly moving, but I'm sure that's because I was over there tinkering on the table. So we're going to discount that. I did too. All right, well, you'll be fine. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Sorry, that's why I've been thinking about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been thinking about it since it happened. Wow. Let's see here. All right. Anybody else here, any other spirits want to talk to me before I move on? Because this isn't really about me. Okay. All right. Now, normally we go in order a lot of times, trying to reach out to people, but tonight I did a just kind of followed where Spirit led us, and that's a smart way to go. And once I turn this off, I'll talk a little bit more about that for those of you who are interested. Let's see here. Could be. Could very well be. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Julie. Do we have a Julie here? Are you? Because that was a male voice that came through. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a male. You know how it works. But Julie, if you're here, can you let me know? If you wouldn't mind, please doing what Stephen asked, because they have some really cool stuff and a lot of other great programs on every day, and it's growing all the time. And quite honestly, they have a lot of cool stuff in the future that they're going to do. So please, please like their page. We really would appreciate it. I'll just put that up there again for a second. All right.
Done.
Once again, I'm just looking through the comments. This is definitely the case, and today was really interesting, wasn't it? Let's see here. Spirit, we've been trying to reach out to relatives, but what other spirits are here that want to talk, want to say hello to us? Your voice is never forgotten, okay? Thank you. I'm just saying you're never forgotten. And this is why we do this. This is why I do this, so that you have a chance to give your voice still, okay? Anybody in the St. Michael area? All right. First of all, Loretta, I am so sorry for your loss. Jimmy, would you come through for us, please? Your mom, Loretta, would love to hear your voice. Could you either say your name or just say mom? Or if you want to touch that flashlight and turn it off and let us know that you're here that way, that's fine too. Jimmy, could you say your name for us, please? Loretta, was your son shy? Because that's what's over in the obelisk over there right now. Shy just came up. I have two obelisks running. Ricky's asking, do I use the obelisk? I have obelisk 5 over here, and I have the obelisk 4 right here with me. Jimmy, I understand that you may not want to talk, but just know that your mom loves you very much, as I'm sure you already know that, and misses you immensely. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Why don't we do this? Why don't we try to cross over some spirits before we wrap up over here, okay? This is where if you want to, I just need your intention. I don't want your energy, I just need your intention to help move spirits on, okay? I was too, to be honest. All right, spirits. Can you leave that light on? No? I'm going to then open up some light. Spirits, it's time for you to cross over, okay? For those who want to cross over, I've opened up some light for you. It's a beam. You walk the beam and you go over to the light. Do you see the light that I've opened up? I'm going to see the ears on us here. Do you see the light? Can you go to it? You need to go to the light. Now you need to cross it. Have you crossed it? Have you crossed over? Okay, I gotta thank you. Have all spirits crossed that need to cross? Have you all crossed? Can you tell me yes, please? And if there is any spirits that are stuck, please know you're not stuck. You just need to walk and keep going towards that light. There is somebody waiting for you on the other side. Okay? I love you. Have you crossed? Have you all crossed? Have you all crossed now? Because I don't feel anything anymore. All right. This is okay. This is it. Then I'm gonna call it a night. Okay. Spirits, do you have anything else that you need from us? Some people are hearing that Spirit said no, they're not able to cross. Is this true? Can you let us know? Can you, if you're unable to cross, can you turn on that light for us, please? Because I don't know if I can hear it through here. If you're unable to cross, can you turn on that flashlight for me, please? All right, then I call this session done, and I shut down the session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before I lose any of you, let's also make sure that we close the session down. Spirits, you Unless you're a relative or a friend who have passed, you are no longer allowed to communicate with us. This session is over. The door is closed. So please do not communicate with us. Please do not attach yourselves to us. We are done. Okay? Now, for those of you, I was kind of mentioning a little bit earlier, often we go in order of people asking stuff, but tonight I kind of went in the order of spirit dictated tonight's session. And that's probably the way that I generally want to go, because it's not up to me to decide which spirit wants to talk to us. And so if I did miss some of you this week, I do apologize. I will be back next week. So please consider that. And let's see here. Just reading through. Amanda, you're asking about Seth, if he crossed over. Ask him. You'll be able to know. And just, think the positive about it. Assume that he has, opposed to not thinking maybe he hasn't. Because I think, as all of us, we always kind of go towards the, oh, it didn't work, or this didn't happen, that didn't happen. I think the positive is the way to go in these situations. So, please consider that. Let's see what else real fast before we go. Just another reminder, first of all, see if I can find it here real fast. I don't think I will be able to. I put up the URL for the Paranormal United Network store. Once again, please consider liking their page to find out more shows that they put on there. They've been very good to me since I came over and joined them. So please do that. It helps keep this, this group of paranormal people going and good shows. So just please, consider doing that. Also, as always, Anne is going to be on Tuesday with her one question reading. And then, of course, Thursday, we're going to try something new called One-on-One with Anne. So, which is going to be a more intimate reading, and people can actually interact with her. Join us Tuesday while she explains exactly what that's going to look like. And I think for those of you who want to get really more in-depth readings for your question, that this is a good way to go about that. So please consider doing that. And of course, I have next Sunday GhostBox Radio with me. I'm going to have Madame Pamida. She wrote the Book of Candle Magic, and it's going to be a good conversation. You can catch that on AM 950. And you can stream that, so you don't have to be in Minnesota to be able to hear it. As far as getting a hold of me, first of all, you could always just send me a friend request. That is totally fine. But if you also want to, I do consultation and whatnot. You can go to my site, mn-ghostbox.org, where I have a ton of information and a bunch of Diabolist just spoke. It said quarantines. That's a big word for it, quarantines. You can go to my site, listen to Spirit Box Evidence, whatever other things I have up there, or you can send me an email. But probably the best way to get a hold of me is going to be through Facebook. So please, if you need to get a hold of me, please consider doing that. Otherwise, just great to be able to communicate. I'll be back next week. We'll do this again. If I missed you this week, so there's a good chance that we'll talk next week. If you feel any ill effects from this, reach out to me. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and we will do this again next week. Thank you all very much. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Take care.